Alrighty, guys. Y'all probably thought that we're gonna miss a week. Y'all probably thought, yo, CP getting lazy. He got faded last weekend. Well, I did. I don't remember much. But we have it. We're here at it again. We're out here working. We're trying to entertain you guys, and why not bring some energy to the hot seat? We
You
had
know it,
Perra.
boy.
We had Perra, which was easily top three, maybe number one hot seats of all time. We can't even front with that. But
No, no lie.
we decided to bring the one of the most energetic people in Done Deal. So here we have Mr. Ernie Diaz, aka the best tier two,
Let's go, baby.
the
I like
best tier
that.
two
I like
in
that.
Done Deal.
That's no
Go
bias right
Hawks!
there.
No,
No
no, not at
bias.
all. Nah, bro.
Not at all.
Not at all, bro. But what's good, bro? How'd you hear about Done Deal, bro?
I actually heard about Done Deal. I mean, as you know, everyone saw Perra's episode, but I heard about Done Deal the same way he did. I heard it about it in Red Zone. They were talking about it, and bro, we went to Panama City. That was last October when the whole trade shit went down. When Timmy got trade raped and traded his whole team or whatever.
Right.
And bro, I was there like, yo, this is the most fun I've ever seen someone have playing flag football. Like talk like it stuck to me, and ever since then I had to find a way to get in. And now I'm in, and now you can't get rid of me. So we here, baby.
We here. We here. Yeah, you should go back to the front, by the way.
Yeah, I
Little
will. My
dogs.
dog's
Yeah,
annoying
yeah,
as shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He
But
don't fuck
yeah,
with perra, so you said perra, and then that's what happened. So
they got triggered, bro. They got
yeah, they
triggered.
get triggered, bro.
G's up though. G's up though. What was I gonna say?
Oh.
So that's dope, bro. So in your opinion, if you had something to change about Done Deal, what would you change?
Uh, all-time refs for sure. I definitely
Hmm.
try. It'll be tough. I get it since everyone technically has to play at some point, but either keeping it not maybe not all time, but the same rotation of refs. Just you not every week having a different one out there. Only because I mean I don't know what the fuck the Dolphins are bitching about, but maybe that game changed a little differently if some calls go different. But I'd say that's about the only thing. I don't think expanding it makes much sense. I like the fact that it's 50 people and it's kind of capped out. So, just more consistent referees was the only thing I can say.
See, that's a good point you bring up because in my head, the way that I've always thought about it, how essentially the players ref, right? So what was us as
Right,
players, and people are like, oh, there might be certain situations where it might be biased because you want a certain team to lose or a certain team to win. But honestly, I've done deals never ever had an issue like that. But in my
right.
opinion, I think having referees that are ourselves, at least like we should hold like a higher standard. Like we're in the league, we don't want to fuck it up for other people, because
Correct.
vice versa, we don't want to get screwed either. So
Yeah,
at least me
you
trying to
fucked me
think
on a call.
logically,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get you
At
next
least
time. Yeah,
me, yeah. At least me logically, like bro, like be on your shit, like bro. Like at the end of the day, like you want people to referee games properly,
right.
then you
Do that
get the
shit.
fuck
Yeah.
off your phone, stop
Yep.
sitting down, stop fucking paying attention, having conversations with everybody. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just
Right.
lock in for those
And it's
30 minutes, if that. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
But
ref correctly. Most of the games don't even go 30 minutes type
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if fucking you're playing you on. Um, not Nico though, because we whooped that ass. All right.
Yeah, I don't know about that boy.
So bro, dude, how long have you been a grown up for?
Bro, I've been a grown up. I want to say I'm coming up on 4 years now, 4 to 5 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. I mean, Revis. I never forget. Revis was playing with grown ups, and he hit me up once, and he's like, "Yo, we need a rusher for one league." And I was playing with some other trash ass team. I had no aspirations of playing flag like consistently.
Right.
I just did it for cardio, bro. And then he calls me up, and then I had played them before, and I used to eat Andy up rushing him. That's my dog, but boy, I used to eat Andy up when he used to
Oh.
throw for G's, and he knows it too. He knows it. But then I came on the team, and team became family, and then G's for life, baby. Berra wants to cut me, but fuck him. I'm a G
I
for
mean,
life.
that's what I was about to ask you, bro. How does it feel to get cut, bro? Because technically,
I
you cut.
actually, a lot of people don't know this, but Revis and I are actually the only people to ever be cut from grown-ups. Well, not really. We had someone else recently get cut up, Brian. But
Oh.
but
Shout
I've
out
been
my boy
cut before. Yeah,
Brad.
I've been cut before, so it's nothing new to me. But at the same time, I get why he said it. I just don't understand cutting someone because they have too much passion for the game. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, as long as they want me around, I'll be around, brother. And if
I
not,
mean,
then
put
figure it
yourself
out.
in my shoes in that situation, right? I'm there. I'm
Right.
having a hot seat, right? I'm trying to be entertaining and all this and that, and this guy decides to name my two teammates. I was
Drop
happy as
bombs.
fuck. I was happy as fuck
Oh, you all
because
went
you
to
guys.
chat. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you guys would get triggered instantly, and
Yeah.
obviously it fucking showed last weekend. Like
Yeah.
you guys were on your shit, and then that's why I like playing with you because I feel like I bring a lot of energy, but I can't like your
Oh yeah.
energy is satanic too. Like it's on a whole different level. So that people already have to
Uh,
deal with both of us is just a fucking
and
awesome fucking thing.
and our captain isn't the most vocal guy. Rivas is kind of quiet, so we got to be that fire
Yeah, and it's
for it. You
fine,
know.
bro.
Yeah.
Like certain captains lead differently, or they do certain things, or
By example.
you have
Yes.
certain personnel or certain like leader type qualities in a tier two and a
Correct.
tier three, tier four. Like it all meshes well. But
Yep.
yeah, bro, that's dope. So if let's I mean I'm gonna give you the opportunity. Let's say you're running grown ups. Give me you know what
Okay.
I'm gonna go easy on you because you know what I'm saying. One player, who would you cut?
All right. Does this player have to be in done deal? It would only make sense if they are, right? Because if I say another grown up, no one's really going to understand why. You feel me? So we'll keep it
No,
interesting. If I had to pick one from done deal,
I feel like 40% of done deal would know who you're talking about. I feel so. Just
grown ups
be
are.
yeah, be what you feel. Say what you feel. Don't yeah, just say what you feel.
Uh, as a, I guess as an entire unit, if I had to cut one person, I mean, people are gonna say I'm saying this just because you said about me, but I'm gonna go Perra. If we had to cut anyone, Perra. Why? Nico is 20 years old and he can throw. And I mean, sure, Perra gives you a lot. He gives you playoff P is a real thing, by the way. Like when we talk shit in the group chat about playoff P, I know he doesn't show it most of the time, but playoff P is a real thing.
Right.
But Nico plays that way consistently. Nico's a consistent guy. And he's young, he's mobile, and it just makes the most sense. Berra can only play quarterback. We have a team with multiple quarterbacks. Why hold the team back with that guy? You know, let Nico get the reins and go. I don't want to see anyone cut from G's. I know this is a hot seat, but if someone had to be cut, Berra makes the most sense. He's one dimensional.
Yeah.
His arm isn't the best, and we have other quarterbacks on the team that can probably play better. So
So let me ask you a question to say better, which I mean, in my head, I mean, I know most of the roster. Like I've seen you guys play a bunch of times. So in my head, like I know a bunch of you guys, but there's a lot of what is it throwbacks, right? Pitchbacks now in these
correct,
tournaments, right?
right,
So
right.
wouldn't it benefit you guys to have somebody like in that quarterback position, maybe a little bit more athletic, or to run certain
Right.
plays, to do certain things, to switch things up? It might make you guys better.
Yeah. Usually we have the way that our format works is we have Berra throwing four man, since the throwback rule is only one throwback behind the line of scrimmage. So it's not like for example, in five man you can have multiple pitchbacks behind the line of scrimmage between
Oh
two
wow,
quarterbacks.
I
So
didn't know
that's
that.
where you see a lot of like yeah. So in five man you'll see him throw it back, and then you can throw it back multiple times. And four man you really only throw it back once. So once Berra dumps it off to somebody, he pretty much becomes obsolete on that play since he can't move. But you usually had Berra throwing fours and George, the guy who runs red zone, not to bring them up, but his son JR, he's the other quarterback that we used to
Oh
have for
yeah, that
five
guy's
man.
good, man.
Nah, that guy's a stud. That guy's a
Yeah, I've seen that guy play. I
stud.
guess yeah, we gotta get him in done deal.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about
I
all that
don't
now,
know he'll
but
join.
yeah, I don't know about all that. But yeah, with the with the evolution of Nico, Nico's young enough where he can play both. But grown-ups, we're a team that you come in and you play a role. Better knows his role is one four-man quarterback. I know my role is to rush, and that's why we win, bro, because we know our roles.
I mean, that's what makes a good team, bro. You guys all
Absolutely.
lock in. Everybody has their roles. Don't try to be the diva. Don't try to be that guy. Give me the no, bro. Just know your fucking role.
Yeah.
You're trying to win. I mean, you guys had a great success. You
Yeah.
know.
I have my Dima moments, but I try to keep them
We
on
all,
limits.
bro.
I'm
We're
not
all
gonna
human,
lie.
bro. At the end of the
Well,
day, we all want to be involved. We all want to make the
of
play. We all
course.
want to get the ball. But sometimes it's not gonna work out like that. I mean, a perfect
Yep.
example, in my opinion, was when we played Kevin's team. I thought
Yeah.
we should have definitely beat that team. I thought that we had the mismatches to beat that team, and I
Yep.
felt like we kind of got maybe in our own head, or we didn't really like process thoughts properly, and we really didn't see the field as we should have seen it, like with the mismatches. But I
I
mean, it
think
happens.
I think we were, bro. We knew we couldn't go. We had to win at least two games, and once we were such on a high off the Packers
Yeah,
that I think we kind of let down, like emotionally, bro. We were just let down in that game, and that honestly should have been, not for nothing, our easiest game out of the three, and it ended up being our hardest game.
I agree.
So
I was definitely thinking about the Dolphins there, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get that dub. But credit to them, bro. They balled out that week too. So
they
like,
balled. They did.
They beat two other teams, and it was definitely a fucking great game to watch.
They have to see us again, though. They're going to have to see us again.
They'll see us week 4, 9 a.m. Field 2, Andres. You already know what I'm talking about.
I like that. I like that.
So bro, you started off and you got drafted as a Cowboy. Then
Yep.
you got traded and you were a Packer. Then
Yep.
you got traded and you were a Hawk. So we could easily say you're one of the hoes of done deal. Low
Yep. Me
key.
and Ham.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's true. That's true. So mindset off. You get drafted to the Cowboys. How are you feeling?
Yep.
What are you thinking at that time?
Uh, I remember my phone. It was like funny. It was like draft night. My phone rang, and I saw the contact, and automatically off rip, I knew. All right, so where am I playing week 1? Because I know they ain't gonna be a Cowboy. I know that for a fact. So off the rip, I knew I wasn't gonna be a Cowboy. It was more so anxious, like, bro, where the hell am I gonna end up? You know. So I know Nico right away texted me like, "Yo, I'm gonna make a move to get you. I have to. I gotta get faster." And Nico has the benefit. I give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't get to draft his team. He kind of had to make moves with what he had. And I think we had a good thing going, bro. I really think that the Packers, the way that we were initially set up with me, Albert, before the Emerson trade with Alec, I thought we were real good. We go 3-0. I'm a big believer if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. I don't know why we go 3-0 and then you trade Alec away for Emerson. I get that you wanted more offense, but that made us a lot slower on defense. And then he was set on getting rid of 2 tier 5s. So he made the move, which he thought it was his best move. And you know what? I don't critique him for making the move that he thought was best for his team. But the Cowboys and the Packers, whenever I see them on the field, I have to win, and I'm going to win. That's the only mindset I have to go into it, because at the end of the day, I am a competitor, and I do realize you got to do what you got to do to win. But I feel like I give you the best chance to win. And if you don't think so, then I'm going to prove it to you when we line it up.
Exactly. At the end of the day, they didn't value you as much. They clearly didn't think that you were a factor in them
Yeah.
winning. They felt that they could bring somebody else and do it. But let's be completely honest. I think Nico's the only person that thinks that trade was like did well for him. Like
Yeah,
there,
he's hell bent on that. It worked, bro. Yeah.
I mean, logically speaking, like I don't think nobody in Done Deal would have made that trade except Nico. I mean,
Like,
trading you
correct. I
away.
mean, no
Like,
bullshit. Marcos came up to me and goes, "Yo, Nico traded for me. He doesn't even know who the fuck I am." I was like,
I mean,
"Bro,
yeah, bro.
line it
Yeah.
up. You're a Packer."
I
That's
mean,
it.
I heard that he went into the Packer group chat and he's like, "Yo, why would you trade for me? Like, it makes no sense." Like,
Yeah.
and Marcus is a upright, honest person. But what was actually
Yeah.
funny, before week 1 started, and I think that was when Remy was still the captain because he didn't
Right.
disclose his injury or he didn't get hurt. I'm not sure how that worked, but there, Revis hit me up and we had conversations, and he's like, "Yo, Ernie for Marcus." And I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah, do it. But you were gonna miss week 1,
Yeah. I was gonna miss week 1.
and
Yep.
I was gonna miss week 1. So Revis was down to do it,
Yep.
but I'm like, dude, no, we can't do that because week 1.
Of
And then
course.
I'm like, and then in my head, I'm like, bro, just imagine if like we really like would have just had that team off rip,
Yeah.
because obviously like Young was trying to chip you away because you were gonna miss week 1, but then obviously the captains agreed to let you play week 1 and all this is and
As long as I
that
got traded.
and
Yeah.
all that should happen. And then wait, I forgot who did he get? Who did he get for you? Who
He
did
traded. He initially he got. I think it was a 3-team trade where he ended up with Ham.
he got Ham? Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's who he got.
Yeah.
That's so true. Damn, that's crazy, bro. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
Timmy got
it.
moved to the Dolphins. Ham got moved to the Cowboys, and then I became a Packer. Yeah.
So how does it feel now to be in a team where you know you ain't going nowhere? Like we're
Bro.
locked in. It's gonna be the roster. I mean, it sucks because we're not gonna have Revis this week. So
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed out about that. But well, how do you feel about like this current team that you're in right now?
Bro, honestly, ever since my first done deal tournament was the New Year's tournament, which feels like fucking ages ago, in January, and Team USA was me, Revis, and Brett. So
Oh
I mean, I've
shit!
had familiarity playing with Revis before. Imagine if that Marcos trade goes down, it's the exact same team, but instead of Jeremy, we have you.
Right.
So I mean, that's a fucking squad, bro. Whichever way you draw it up, that's a team. But what makes me best about this team is I heard a lot all year. Your numbers are only as good as they are because Nico was your quarterback, and Nico can make anyone better. And I'm not disagreeing the fact that Nico can make anyone better, but I'm a damn good motherfucking player. And fucking coming up now in this team where we don't have a set quarterback. We got counted out because of a few bad weeks you guys had earlier in the season. Well, us, because I'm a Seahawk now. That we had early in the season, we're counted out right now. I think we're the 5th seed, 6th seed, hanging on by dear life. Not having our captain. No, everyone's looking at us as easy dub. They got another thing coming, man. It feels good to play with a team that's hungry because we all hungry to prove ourselves, bro.
I mean,
Everybody's hungry.
that's something that I'm obviously looking forward to as well because we got I believe we play the Steelers, the
We play the
Chiefs,
Steelers,
the
the
Chiefs,
Chiefs, and the Washington football
and
team.
Washington. So I mean, I'm super confident that we can win every single one of those games, even without our
3 and
captain.
0.
Obviously, with Revis, it'll be much easier, but they're already counting us out. And I mean, Seahawks already shocked the world once when they beat the 49ers. So without their tier
Yep.
two, so I mean, I'm just saying anything is possible. Don't sleep on us, bro.
Listen, I got us going 3 and 0. Whoever has something to say about it, line it up on Saturday and shut me up.
I'm just waiting for a captain to cover me. That's crazy. All right.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. All right. So, in your opinion,
Yes.
who would you never want to play with in done deal? Don't
Who
give me a
would
tier five. Don't give me a tier five. Don't give me a
a
late tier
captain?
four. Give me two players. Give me two players. Give me a captain and then give me like a tier two, tier three, tier four.
A captain I would never want to play with, and everyone's gonna say, "Wow, you're crazy, Jones." Wouldn't want to play with him. Why? Two things. He's considered for the mecca of this league, the highest of this high. He's considered the unstoppable. So I'm the type of guy I don't want to. I ain't gonna be KD to the Warriors. I don't want to join a team that's already loaded. I don't want to play with Jones. I want to beat Jones. Um, so that's one. And then two, I mean, I like people that pick up their squad and play with who they got. I get the idea of trading and making your team better. I just don't feel like your tier two should be someone that you look to move. That should be your best player. If you can get more value out of him, great, go ahead, go for it. But there's something about getting your guys and riding for them that I really like. And I mean, no offense to him, that's just not what Jay does. So that's one guy I would not want to play with personally in a league like this. And you said give you another one, right?
Yep.
Another one, bro, might have to be Chris D.
Mm.
And it has nothing to do with Chris D himself as the player. It's Chris D, the captain, and his sometimes. I've never been in a huddle with him, but you guys had a great run after making that trade. You guys had a great run last year, and I wasn't here for that. But what
I
I've
went to
seen this year,
10th all the way to the playoffs.
yeah, pre-draft, Chris had one of the better teams on paper. Bender and JR, and everyone criticized him for not getting a QB, not making a move at JD. And those are things that you as a captain have certain pride, and I know I just knocked Jones for doing the same thing. And they're two different personalities, but if you're Chris D, I mean, don't be hesitant to make a move. If you have to make a move, like if your team is
Right.
not performing, make a move. That ego that I'm a top gun player, I can make it happen. I'm probably one of the best guys in this league is 100% true. But this league is all about matchups, and you got to make moves if you don't have them. I know you're gonna be like, what the fuck? So why would you not want to play with Jones who makes moves? Well, because Jones is different. Because I want to beat the best. I don't want to play with the best. I want to beat the best.
I mean that's my exact mentality. I mean, that's somebody I don't want to play with ever.
Yeah,
I was had a conversation with Andres. Andres doesn't want to play for that either. And now
yeah,
you're another player, and no knock on him. He's number one. He's the best player. Good,
yeah, for sure.
good for you, buddy. I know
Hey,
you're
clap it
watching
up.
this. Good for you,
Yeah,
buddy. All right, but I don't give a fuck. All right, I'm trying to
yeah,
beat you.
straight up,
I'm trying to
100%.
be him. I'm trying to be that guy. It's like how Kevin right now, right? Kevin went
Yep.
16 and 0 in done deal. Everybody that came from red zone and all this and that, like after that, probably like, yo, what the fuck? Kevin won as a quarterback. What the fuck?
We can all win.
This,
Yeah.
yeah, we could all win. This league has whatever whack ass player. This and that. Boom. Next season, Kevin comes and just shits the bed.
Yep.
Shits the fucking bed. Trades himself. Fucking uh goes through a
The
bunch
whole
of different
mess.
moves,
Yeah.
gets swept in the playoffs, loses a 3v4 in the playoffs. I'm gonna
Meaning he
repeat
had
that.
4 people,
Yes,
and the other team had 3.
yes. For the
Was
first
that with
game was
Lewis
a
against Lewis and Ale and them, the Raiders that year?
no, it
Or
was
Ale?
against my team
Got you.
because Urbane
Got you.
got hurt. So I told
Got you.
them, I'm like, guys, we're gonna finish this, and then we scored 2 touchdowns back to back, and we won. But then they were nice enough to allow us to get Tony to play.
They fucked up.
They fucked up, yeah. I mean, and low key the Titans fucked up too after because. But then I got hurt, and then some bunch of other bullshit happened. But it is what it is. But we're not here to talk
Yeah.
about that. We're here to talk about more important shit. So, in your opinion, right now, if someone that doesn't get the respect, someone that you would definitely just give it to him right off rip, who is the most underrated player in Dundee?
Underrated player in Done Deal right now. All right, so I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you a captain. And I'm gonna give you a non-tier. As a captain, most underrated captain by far, I think, is Jordan. The way he holds it down for his team. His play calling, what he can do on both sides of the ball. He might be outspoken. He might talk his shit during the game, and I love that. That's the type of player that I am. I love to
Right.
talk. Jordan has that, and bro, Jordan is a lot. I'm a lot like Jordan in the sense that we go 150% every play. I don't think there's a play where he takes a play off or he lets a play linger in his mind for a while. He goes full send all the time, and I really respect that. I don't think he gets enough credit. So that's definitely got to be one. And then if we're talking about guys in tiers, just this year from what I've seen, bro, it has to be Fernie. Coming in,
Mm.
I heard Fernie, a lot of talk about Fernie being fast, but his hands were sus. His motor might have been the best, and I mean, I've made it a point to watch him play. I like to watch games when I'm not playing. I like to study and shit like that. I'm a football junkie at the end of the day. But Fernie can ball, bro. Fernie has been playing really well. Some will say it's a product of the offense he's in. I just think he's a fucking baller and he's flying under the radar. And whatever tier he's in, I mean, I don't know if he's leading his tier, but he has to be up there because the guy's playing out of his fucking mind.
No, he's not leading his tier because Albertson is tier, but
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
but
Yeah, there you go.
but yeah, no, but to give huge credit to Fernie, Kevin actually he did like this whole ranking system or whatever, and he literally put Fernie towards the bottom. Then Fernie
Right.
goes and he was on the second seeded team in the Titans, and he balled out last year. He helped them out immensely, and now this year
Yeah.
he's with David, which is a complete different team, a complete different atmosphere, and he's still playing well.
Still,
So
yeah, man.
huge credit to that. And another point with Jordan, I'm like a big Jordan fan. I that's somebody
Huge. Yeah.
he was on my list of people I wanted to play with. But then there's sometimes that I hear other people complaining stuff. He's like, oh, he like screams at his teammates or he talks down on his teammates, this and that, and it's just maybe that's something he could get better at because it's players that are not
Um,
at his skill level, and certain
I,
people think differently. Because at the end of
right.
the day, not everybody plays flag football
I hear
consistently,
you. Yeah.
competitively. There's a huge percentage of done deal, which is what I fucking love. Just played for the
Fun.
friendships, for the brotherhood,
Of course.
just to play
Of
ball.
course.
Obviously, we're still competing at a different level, but some people don't want to fucking hear, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people aren't built like that. So, what's your whole opinion on that?
Bro, I mean, it happened to us just this last week against the Dolphins. It was a 3rd and 1 play. And a few times, I just told Revis, look, bro, the play's going to be very simple. You're going to get the ball on a handoff, make the first read. If it's not there, take off. No one on any of these fields, with the exception of some captains, can pull your flag. Why the
Agreed.
fuck are you complicating things? And I made sure that I blew up in Revis's face. And you know how Revis is. He goes, yo, like, you just can't talk to me like that because I don't function well that way. Look, I just think that, yeah, you might not play flag football all the time, but once you decide to line it up and for those 30 minutes, you can't be sensitive. Whatever I tell you and the way that I tell you, it's just gonna be in the mode of the game, bro, and just to help us win. I might yell at you, I might scorn you. If I belittle you, I apologize. I was just brought up in a way that once you light it up and you play, it's to win the fucking game. We're gonna play to win.
Right, right,
And if
right,
you're
right.
gonna get sensitive because I call you out and you're doing some dumb shit, just don't do that dumb shit. And if I do some dumb shit, call me out, scream at me. I personally, bro, I'm a fiery guy. I have no problem with that style of play. I know some guys don't react to it well, but like just like you, Jordan is someone I would want to play with, and us three in the team might not be good. It might be too loud, but fuck it, bro. We got heart, and that's all that
I
matters.
mean, they ain't gonna stop us though.
Dang,
but
that's
but
heart.
but yeah, bro. I mean, that's a good perspective to have because I myself had a moment like that. There was a play where Tony was rushing, and the referee calls offside on them. So
Right.
what does that mean? You don't stop it. The
You
play
keep going.
continues.
Yeah.
So Tony just stops, and the quarterback just stops, and the quarterback was in the end zone. And I'm screaming at Tony, "Pull his flag! Pull the fucking flag!" I like 3, 4 times. I screamed like at the top of my lungs until they finally like throw it away or something. I'm like, "Bro, that's a safety. That's a turnover. If you pull a flag, we
Yeah.
decline the penalty, and we get it." And then
Of
Tony comes
course.
up to me. He's like, "Bro," and I apologize to him. He's like, "Yo, my bad for screaming at you." And he's like, "No, bro. I like that shit. I fucked up.
Yeah.
I need to meet. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I know how I have to speak to Tony, or I know how to speak to somebody else. So I think it's like more or less getting to know the
Who you're playing
players.
with, right?
But back to the 49ers, they just had a great week last week. You know what I'm saying? They are being played well. Jordan like is literally getting all his teammates involved. We have Alpha and Jules who are fucking eating this year. You
They
know,
are
so
absolutely
he's definitely calling the plays and he's leading that team very impressively. And now it's going to be interesting to see
what they
if
do week 4.
yeah,
Yeah,
because let's see if Jordan is actually the
the
brain. He's
reason.
actually the
Yeah,
guy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's a captain. He should be like one of the main reason, or not one of the mains. But still, you need your tier 3, 4, 5 to be balling and playing well. Like you can't just be giving all the credit to the captain.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In the 3 weeks I've been playing, in the one tournament I played, I learned DD was all about matchups, bro. So
That's all it
find the
is.
matchup and work
That's
it,
all
bro.
it is, Papa. That's why the Seahawks are fucked. Cause we don't have Reeves. But whatever.
Yes, sir.
What what team do you think, or what certain teams for sure are not gonna make the playoffs?
For sure are not going to make the playoffs. I know the Steelers made a good move. They got CC and they got Brett. That offense is more potent, and we're gonna play them. But I love Brett. I think Brett's a real cool guy. I don't get the hype. I don't understand it. I get he's tall. His hands are very proficient. But he's a defensive super liability. I feel like. Uh, who else are we just talking about? CC. CC balls, but CC has to be that team. If CC is not that team, they have nothing. And I don't know how much energy CC can continue to put out all these weeks to win one game, to win 2 games. Will Brett help him? And Perra, of course. I think Brett opens up the field for CC even more. But you still have Perra throwing the ball to CC and to Brett. And playoff Perra is one thing. Done deal Perra is a whole different animal. And I've seen that myself. As
I
long as
mean,
the quarterback is the same, the team's gonna stay the same.
that's
That's
the thing
just what it
about done
is.
deal, bro. It's like you
That's
say,
just
you
what it
got
is.
at the end of the day, you gotta line up, and guess what? You gotta line up on the other side of the ball too. You're
And I
used to,
know they're gonna listen to this and say, "Hey, that's our first game next week." And fine, take it. I don't give a fuck how you take it. It is what it is. I don't think they're that good. I think CC's great. I just don't think he drafted well. He made he had to make a trade and he made it. Did he get much better to get into the playoffs? I don't think so. I think they dug themselves way too deep. Way too deep.
I mean, that's why I was going back to the first hot seat discussion I did, and that I got a lot of shit for it. That I'm like, a captain I don't want to play for is CC. It's not because of his skill level. No shit, that guy's a fucking baller. But I don't
Good.
think he's a,
Yeah.
a good captain. Now, what makes a good captain? It's leadership. It's the way you draft. It's the general manager moves that you make. A bunch of
Right?
different shit. Like, I'm sorry, but they've been fucking horrible.
They have.
They've been really bad. And now
They
let's
haven't
talk.
had a week with 5 people. I'll give them that. But that's CC's fault for drafting the way he did.
Man, drafting the way he did
Yeah.
and drafting a bunch of quarterbacks and people that don't fit what he needs to do. And in my opinion,
Yeah.
the spot that he had, he could have had a great fucking team. A great
Yeah.
fucking team. I mean, in my like let's say, bro, G went tier 3, bro. G's better than some of these tier 2s.
He is. Playing
He
with him, he is.
bro,
Absolutely.
like he's fucking smart. His energy is great. Like
He knows the
players
game.
like that. Yeah, he
Yeah.
knows the game. Like players like that is what you want on your team. You don't
Of
need an
course,
extra
bro.
quarterback. You don't like players like that,
And
bro,
that's
with
all
that
y'all
energy.
fault. You guys got in his head with the original draft when he had the Falcons. You guys were bagging on him that he had no quarterback. So now that boy went and drafted 4 of them things.
Yeah, bro, that's true, bro. Damn, that's good though. We got some. I like that.
Yeah.
So big week, right? We were just talking
Yes, sir.
about this week. Obviously, we just talked about the Hawks and what the week they're gonna have. What team, in your opinion, needs to have a big week? Needs to like show out, or else they're screwed.
Bro, I think that obviously not including us, because I think this week is make it or break it for us, no doubt. Not I think the 49ers. The 49ers have, out of all the teams, on paper, they have one of, if not the best roster. Um, I know week 5 is huge, but these week 4 games, they had a huge week last week going 3-0 because they went 0-3 the week before. They got
Right.
to win 2 games. They got to win 2 out of 3 this week. If the 49ers go 1-2 or 0-3, they miss the playoffs.
That's true. I mean, a lot of
Facts.
teams are in these holes, and and they're not gonna. They need it now. If they don't get it now, then what's
Yep,
gonna happen? But like I said, this is what's important. This is what I love about Done Deal. These tier fives, these tiers fours, these tiers three, they make a fucking difference, bro. They're gonna win you games.
they
And
are,
when you have tiers like that, when you have value at certain tiers, it's in my opinion, it's the most important thing.
of
You
course.
know.
And we're gonna find out that value in our tier five Tony this week, who's probably gonna throw most of the time for us. So we're gonna show people how valuable having a good tier five is. Because I think we got the best one.
I mean, bro,
And yes, he's my
I can't
teammate, so I'm gonna say that.
I can't even complain about Tony. Tony has played lights out. There's not one negative thing I can say about him, and he's literally
Yeah.
been even better teammate than a player, which is in
Yeah.
my book is even better.
As a tier five is all you can ask for, bro.
So there's this big, like, I don't know why, like in my head, like, if you had to pick a player to play with, right?
Okay.
And looking at both teams and the systems that they play and how they do, I feel like somebody that we're has not been mentioned a lot is David. David is done deal. Number one, he's
Baller.
done deal material. Number
Yep.
two, he's a fucking baller. A lot of people said he couldn't throw the ball. Bro, he's playing lights out. And call me crazy, and this might be out of left field. Would I be crazy to say that I'd rather play for David than I'd rather play for Nico?
Hmm. Man. Uh, I mean, I play with both of them. I've never played with David, him throwing the ball. I don't see a lot of offense on grown-ups. But man, that's fucking tough. You know what? Having played with Nico and taking our relationship, like our like just go back to he's my boy. Aside from it, I it's not a crazy thing to do, bro. You got to get more hustle out of David. I feel, and I feel with David there'll be a lot less finger pointing when things don't go right. You know, I don't think Nico has ran into a situation where things have gone wrong yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen
But
that.
if things do go wrong come playoff time or things doesn't go, at the end of the day, no one's gonna look at Albert, no one's gonna look at JP who just getting into the league, no one's gonna look at Charlie, everyone's gonna look at Nico. And it might not be your play on the field, it might have been the moves that you made, but at the end of the day, you chose to do that. David chose to get Ham, make his team better, and then stick with that. And he's taking full ownership of it, bro. And he's not trying to trade his way into a better position. He's balling with what he has, and fuck the rest. And I respect that.
I mean, yeah, and then going back to my point, the reason why I said that too is, I mean, you gotta play both sides of the ball. I'm not saying that Nico is a horrible defender, but we
Nico's a
could.
horrible defender. He just looks really good in done deal. I'm just telling you
I
how
mean,
it
no,
is.
no, I'm going
Don't
off
let
done deal. Yeah, I'm going off done deal status. I'm not comparing flag like to red zone or any of these
right.
tournaments or.
And let me tell you something now. He's gonna be even better now with JP as a rusher. If he has him rushing, he'll probably be even better on defense because he has
He
a
would,
legit rusher now. Now,
in my opinion.
but David
I
has
mean,
Ernie.
yeah, I mean, I rather have Marcus, but having JP just simply rush for them is gonna help him out because it's somebody that's used to playing that position, someone that's done and done deal. He won before, so defensively, I think the Packers maybe got slightly better, but
Let me
it's
tell you,
still.
the knowing Nico, that boy is a gunslinger. He found a way to trade himself into the one of the slowest teams in done deal. If you put any competent rusher on him and you take away his first read, his short route, Albert's my guy. JP's my guy. It's gonna take him a little longer to get down the field to run those posts and that post corner than it would Marcos or myself. So let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see what he's made of.
When are the captains gonna realize that they need to eliminate Albert? If they
Yeah,
eliminate Albert, GG's. In my
man.
opinion,
Listen,
I feel like no, like yeah, they're like they need that needs to happen. He's
I love Albert, but if I see a man lining up across from me with two knee braces, there's no way he's beating me on a deep route.
oh my
There's
god,
just
I
no
mean,
way it's gonna happen.
bro,
And it keeps happening, and it happens again and
and
again
again and
and
again.
again.
I
And
mean,
I
and
don't get it,
he's.
bro.
I mean, I mean, in my opinion, it's the captains that aren't making the game plan and aren't like, bro. This guy is clearly his fucking number one target. He clearly loves to fucking throw to him.
Yeah.
There's literally nobody else. I'm not to be a dick. I'm not worried about nobody else on that team except fucking Albert. You know what I'm
Marcos
saying?
gave you that option that he can blow the top off the defense because he's fast. Marcos is probably I didn't think he was that fast. I thought I was way
No, he's
faster.
fat.
Marcos is fast, bro.
And Marcus used to be faster. He's actually a little bit slower now.
He's faster than I am. I'm pretty sure. And for me to say something else and someone is better at me at something is hard, man. Like I
Right, right.
said, But Marcos is fast, bro. And now without that threat, if teams aren't game planning for Albert, then you're just asking to lose
I
because
mean,
that
that's
team is
why it's
one
gonna
dimensional now.
be a huge week for the Packers, and
Yeah.
in my opinion, Nico's gonna have to do more than what he's already doing, which is
Yep.
crazy for me to even say. But I mean, I got
He's
faith in him.
balling though, bro.
He's balling. I think they'll still make the playoffs, but I guess
100%.
we'll just see what's up. So, is there any question that you would want to ask me? Anything off the
Question
top
to
of your head?
ask.
Yeah.
Question to ask you. Let me ask you. Why do you think people say I can't play offense? Because I get, it's just a known thing. Ernie's a rusher.
I
But
mean,
you play
so this goes back to like red zone flag football grown ups
right,
in the role that you have. You're
right,
simply the rusher for them, right? You never touch one side of the ball, correct?
ever. Yep.
So look at you now. You came to done deal, and guess what, motherfucker? You're playing both sides. So now you
Yep.
get to prove yourself and ball on the offensive side. So I feel like now people need to shut the fuck up because whatever they said before, I'm assuming that they were just thinking about, oh, Ernie, grown ups, he's just a rusher, he's this and that. And I feel like I kind of compare you to as what Kevin did in a way because
Yeah.
Kevin played quarterback. Everyone's like, oh, Kevin throwing the fucking ball. Kevin looked horrible in that fucking Turkey Bowl tournament. He looked
Oh,
horrendous.
you saw?
He was fucking garbage. I'm sorry. That was
Yeah.
pathetic.
It was bad.
And it goes to show you, bro, like certain people on certain days they got it, certain people they don't. But I think in my opinion with you, I don't I don't see why you're not good on offense. I don't see why people would say that. Now, am I saying that you on in the top gun level or the big level you'll be an offensive player? I'm not saying that, no. But specifically for done deal, I mean, you've been doing your job. You haven't been dropping any balls. You run your routes very well. You haven't really fucked up. And like, the worst thing you've done is missed maybe one or two flags. We all do that. But offensively, I have not seen you fuck up. I haven't seen you do shit. So I think that's a at this point that's a theory, bro.
Yeah.
That's just
All right, and
long
then
gone.
since it's the hot seat, I got a hot seat you. If you had to remove one person out of the board of done deal, who would it be?
Out of the board,
Out of the board,
the
out of
overall
all the executive,
board.
if you had to remove one,
So in the done deal board, we have some guy named Andres. Fuck that guy.
okay,
We
fuck
have
that
me.
guy.
We have what? Brett Mendoza. Yohan. We're talking about the done deal board that exists.
Yeah. The done deal board, the highest of the high ups. Who is unfit to be on the done deal board of whatever you call it,
I
directors
would
or
have to
personnel, whatever.
probably say JD, and that's my boy.
Oh,
JD's
okay.
my
JD
dog.
be getting crushed this
Maybe
done deal
I mean,
season.
but out of all, like
Set himself up for it though.
Mendoza does the
Yeah.
power rankings,
Okay.
right? He does that shit. Andres is Andres. I can't say that guy, even
You're
though I
you.
would love
Yeah.
to say that guy. Johan has brought tournaments. He's done like huge like things for done deal and shit.
That's
Like
a fucking happy hour, the banquet.
he's organized a bunch of shit. I can't say that. Brett Brett. I mean, I'm not saying this year, but years before, Brett has been there and helped us set up the fields, take down the fields, this and that. So pretty much, JD doesn't like do anything like of the
And the
hot
board stuff.
seat or anything like that, or he doesn't really help to take down or off the field or nothing like that, like consistently. So I would have to say him just for that reason. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a valid reason. I mean,
It's that. I mean, I didn't even know JD was on the board. So there's that.
if we're talking about the done deal original board with all of them,
Yep.
then yes, yeah, I would do them.
JD will be gone. Damn, JD, if you're watching this, brother, pick tier 3 off the board. You got 2 weeks, pops. Make moves.
Hey, what's up, bro? You trying to put in an application for the board? Was good.
Yo, let me know, dog. You
Oh,
know, you guys need more diversity on that board, more black people.
oh shit.
It's the Rooney rule.
Oh my god. All right, bro. So we're here at the hot seat questions. I'm gonna ask you simple questions. It's a
Okay,
simple answer. We don't need explanations. We don't need anything. All right.
got you.
All right. Favorite porn star.
Oh man, my girlfriend is right there, but I'm gonna be honest with you anyway.
That's,
Favorite porn star?
that's
Autumn
crazy.
Falls,
Oh yeah, we go. Okay.
underrated.
Okay.
Yes.
Favorite athlete.
Favorite athlete, currently or of all time?
All time. I'll go all time.
I knew it.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
All
be.
right. In your opinion, who's the worst QB in done deal?
Worst QB and done deal. Just give me a second to think about the QBs right now.
I might name you some.
Uh,
So in the Chiefs we have Matt. In the Panthers we have JD. In the Steelers we have Perra. In the Browns we have Chris J. We have
stop right
Kevin.
there. JD.
JD.
From what I've seen so far. Yeah.
Out of all the starting, wow, damn, my boy getting crushed today. But fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Red zone or done deal?
Done deal. Next question.
Who's your favorite done deal player,
Favorite done deal player? Fuck, bro. Oh man, it's between Christopher Marin for sure
bro?
and Daniel Mendoza. One of them two. I love them.
Bro, I mean,
Those guys are.
every single time people give love to Marin, I fucking love. I think
I
he's one of the literally the reason why Dundee is because of players like him. That's why I fucking love Dundee, bro.
if there was a face for done deal, not counting talent, not counting captains, I would put Marin as the face of done deal.
Now I'll put his
But
bicep.
yeah, boy, strong as shit, boy. That boy, strong as shit.
Okay, celebrity crush.
Celebrity
Sorry,
crush.
girlfriend.
Bella Hadid.
Oh, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. MVP prediction.
MVP prediction. Just because it's gonna piss Nico off, Joan.
Oh my god. Week 4 dud prediction.
Week 4 dud Jules.
Ooh.
He's gonna have a lot of on his plate with no Jordan. Uh, he makes a little sarcastic comments in the chat, but it's gonna be Jules.
All right, bro. I mean, I think this wraps it up, bro. I feel like we've got like a lot of good content in here, and I appreciate you being honest and saying all these things about shit. Probably people didn't expect a lot of the things you said, which I appreciate. So, in your any last words you want to say to Dundee or anything's on your head right now?
Bro, just the way Russell Wilson signs up every interview, baby, go Hawks.
Go Hawks, baby. All right, guys. So it's week 4. We got 2 captains out. The Washington football team is making a run, in my opinion. That's the dark horse. I feel like they're a very good fucking team, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a doubter, so they definitely shut me up.
Yep.
Defensively, they're a great team, and I don't know, man. I think maybe Kevin doesn't have that much of a good week he had last week. So I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen with Chris D and Matt. What's gonna happen with the Steelers? Lots of different storylines. I'm pretty confident with the Cowboys and the Broncos. I think those 2 teams are solid.
Yep.
Nico, I'm very interested to see with how JP is gonna help him out. I think he's gonna help him out a lot. So we have a lot of storylines. So I appreciate you guys tuning into this week. I'm gonna try my best to give you guys another one. But last week might be the last hot seat of this season, so stay woke. I wonder who's
Yes,
gonna be that
sir.
last spot. I
I have
mean,
an idea.
hint number 1, stop asking me. All right, boys,
All
we're out.
right, y'all boys. Yes,
Peace.
sir.